The boxing world is mourning the loss of one of its fiercest warriors, as Dwight Qawi, the relentless, two-division world champion and International Boxing Hall of Fame inductee, passed away at the age of 72. Known as the Camden Buzzsaw for his swarming style, short stature, and unrelenting pressure, Qawi carved out a remarkable career in the 1980s that remains etched in boxing history. Born Dwight Braxton on January 5, 1953, in Baltimore, Maryland, Qawi grew up facing hardship on the streets of Camden, New Jersey. His journey into boxing was anything but typical. After spending time in prison, he was introduced to the sport while incarcerated, and quickly discovered an outlet for his toughness, discipline, and fighting spirit. Upon release, Qawi dedicated himself fully to boxing, ultimately transforming his life into a story of redemption. Standing only 5'7", Qawi was undersized for the light heavyweight division, but what he lacked in height, he made up for with ferocity, heart, and an indomitable will to win. His bobbing and weaving style, coupled with relentless body punching, drew comparisons to the great Joe Frazier. He marched forward with non-stop aggression, smothering opponents and breaking their resolve. Qawi's crowning achievement came in 1981 when he defeated Matthew Saad Muhammad to capture the WBC light heavyweight title. That victory cemented him as one of the most feared fighters in the division, and he successfully defended the belt with the same ferocious intensity that had brought him to prominence. After converting to Islam and changing his name to Dwight Qawi, he continued to thrive in the sport. Seeking new challenges, he later moved up to the cruiserweight division, then a relatively new weight class, where he made history again. In 1985, Qawi defeated Piet Krause to claim the WBA cruiserweight title, becoming a two-division world champion and solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of his era. One of his most famous bouts came in July 1986, when Qawi faced the unbeaten Evander Holyfield in what is still regarded as one of the greatest cruiserweight fights of all time. The two men went toe-to-toe for 15 grueling rounds in a war of attrition. Though Qawi ultimately lost a razor-thin decision, his performance against the future heavyweight legend only enhanced his reputation. The fight was named Fight of the Year by several outlets and remains a classic. Qawi's career continued into the 1990s, though age and wear began to catch up with him. He retired with a professional record of 41 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw, including 25 knockouts. His resume includes battles with some of the most respected names in boxing, and his fighting style earned him admiration from fans and peers alike. In 2004, Dwight Qawi was enshrined in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute to his career and the impact he left on the sport. Beyond the accolades, Qawi was remembered for his resilience, his determination, and the way he defied expectations at every turn. From prison to the pinnacle of boxing, his life story was one of perseverance and triumph over adversity. The news of his passing has sparked tributes from across the boxing community. Promoters, fighters, and fans alike have expressed their sorrow, recalling Qawi not just as a fierce competitor, but also as a man who inspired others with his journey. His battles inside the ring showcased his toughness, but his story outside of it demonstrated transformation and hope. Dwight Qawi's legacy lives on through the unforgettable fights he gave the world, the barriers he broke down for undersized fighters, and the inspiration he provided for anyone seeking a second chance in life. Known forever as the Camden Buzzsaw, he leaves behind a record of grit, courage, and championship heart.